Hi everyone. Steering we're going to have a look at today. People, in my opinion, have big problems steering. The old pull-push technique is not very well used. Yes, you are totally fine crossing your hands. It's not an issue whatsoever. But the actual pull-push technique, people don't use very well at all nowadays. And honestly, it's the cause of most of people's problems on the road. So today I'm going to try and help you with it. First of all, crossing your hands, it's not an issue. On your test, if you feel as though you've got to cross your hands to move the steering wheel quickly, don't worry about it. The next thing with steering is that people hold the wheel far too tight. When they're coming round the corner, they do this rather than relaxing and allowing the steering wheel to flow. The hands on the wheel, you should be using approximately the same pressure you'd use for a knife or a fork. So actually quite relaxed, but be ready to control the car one way or the other at a drop of a hat. Your hands should always be a mirror image of the other side. So if my left hand's here, my right hand should be here. If my left hand's here, my right hand should be here. Not opposite like this. A big problem that people have is they actually steer with two hands. So as a pull with this one, this other one comes over, and that causes the problems. What you actually need to do is, believe it or not, is steer with one hand and the other hand slides and copies what the other one's doing. So, to do this right turn, my right hand's pulling down, the other one's free and ready to push back up. Now to straighten up, my left hand's going to pull down, right hand's free and push back up. If you grab and grip with both, that's the problem. Alright, you may very well cross your hands, but the issue with that is that when you get to a certain stage, you can't go any more. I'll try and show you. When you get to here, you've got to take your hand off and reposition. But doing the pull-push, when you run out of movement with this hand, the other one's instantly able to take over. There should be continual steering movement. And doing the pull-push technique allows you then to actually change speed of steer. Sometimes you do need to smoothly and slowly steer. Other times you can speed it up. Have a look at the difference in steer as I do this right turn. Quite smooth, but then if I see something that I need to steer quickly for, I can steer quickly. Another thing that's important is changing the size of your steers. Sometimes to do certain things you might steer small steers. That might then allow you to reposition your hand to be able to maybe signal, for example, if you're on a roundabout. It allows you to fine-tune things. But then a bigger steer to straighten up there was required, and it allowed me to literally get the steering sorted a lot quicker in maybe one movement. Watch. Down, up, we're done. Reach, down, up, and we're done. To start your steer, try and get into a habit of reaching your hand up whichever direction you would like to steer to. That then gives you more purchase to actually do the steering. I'm going to try a right turn. Start with my right hand up, pull down, push up. Little bit more, and now I want to straighten up, reach, down, back up again. The opposite happens when you're turning left. Reach, down, up. Little bit more, reach, down, up. Your hand should always try and fall and finish back in between the 1/4 to 3 position on a clock face and 10 to 2. Having your hands relaxed and in control allows you to use these stalks whenever you wish. Try not to hold the wheel to signal, because what happens, I move the steering wheel up and then I move it down to actually do the signalling, and that can pull my steering wheel one way or the other. So, to turn left, reach, down, up, down. That's even full lock. My right hand's free. Reach, down, up, down again. Steering is easy for me to demonstrate, but it's not as easy for a pupil to do. I'd like to say a big thanks to Paula for letting me record her lesson, and by no means is Paula's steering the exception. It's the norm. Right, we'll turn left please. Alright, good. So which hand's going to start the steer? Down with that one. And then notice you just held with the right, and then repositioned the left. Just stop a little second. There's no one around whatsoever, there's no one behind, so we're okay just to stop a moment. So what you needed to do, rather than pulling that one down and just holding, you needed to pull that one down and then be ready to push back up. Alright, have a little look both ways, and which hand should be reaching and leading up to the top? This left one. So move your left hand up. Is it clear both ways? Yeah. Go on then. Round this left curve. So pull left hand down a little bit more and then push back up with the right. Alright, okay. Go on then. What was your thoughts on that then? Reach up a little bit with your right hand. Good. Slow it down. You sort out what you need to deal with the junction. Go all the way up to your line as well, Paula. That's good. Well done. So when we're going to go here, just watch my hands a second because it's not clear. You'll pull down with this right one, and this left hand will drop down and be ready to push back up. Alright, this one's letting us go. We can go down with the right, push back up with the left, and then down with the right again. Now other way, down, and it's just a bit late. It's because you grabbed the wheel and held it halfway through and you weren't ready to straighten. That's why it went a little bit out towards that right hand side. And there's no one about, so go slower than you would do normally. Go slower than normal. Go slower than normal, Paula. Go slower than normal. Okay, off you go. Right hand down, push back up with the left. Right hand down again, hold, reach with the left, down, and then back up. You just held with that right one at the top a little bit, where it needed to come down a little before pushing back up. But the first initial steer was much better. Just try and take from that and try and go a little slower, so it gives you time to suss out what you're doing. Great mirror checks. Good. Where should your left hand go now? Boss. And look far up the road. And which hand's going to pull you back in? Mirrors first. Don't forget your mirrors first, probably. Okay. That was a pretty good job. Well done. We're going to take the next left also. Alright. Lovely timed. That's well improved from the last few lessons as well. Go a little bit slower than normal to give yourself a chance, and look far, remember, round that corner, and then up with the left you held. Pull down a little bit more, and that's why you're a little bit wide and honestly a little slow there. So rather than just the one pull down and then hold, do the pull down and then push back up again. So which hand's going to do this steering? So reach all the way up. Go nice and slow. Round this left bend. Down with one, up with the right a little bit. Have a little look. Can we go? Reach up with the left hand now. And pull down. Now reach up with the right. And pull down. You grabbed. Because you grabbed, it then went wrong. I'm sure Paula was fed up with me by the end of the hour, but nice to see she got it in the end. How much reach are you going to do? That's fine.
Yeah.
Look out to your right over your mirror, touch your gas. Is your left hand free?
Yeah.
Can it reach? What was that like?
Alright.
It was better than alright, it was great.
Was it?
Honestly, not enough work is done on pupil steering, and that can be most of the time the fault of the driving instructor. Try and practice these skills I've shown in this video, because having a relaxed hands, eyes and feet will improve your driving immensely. Good luck and thanks for watching.